You are listening to Sidecast with Matt Chorney and John E. Capcom.
He has not confessed. He has made no statement. Charges of murder have been accepted against him. Charges of murder have been accepted. Charges of murder have been accepted.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sidecast, the show where everything and all things cast to the wayside is what's going to be our topics today. Tonight we got Herman Cain has to catch 'em all. Some high school out in the Midwest decides to make out with their parents. I am, of course, your host, Matthew Chorney. Joining me today is Mike. Mike, how you doing?
I am doing well.
So tell the people a little bit about yourself, Mike. Who are you? What's your podcasting history? What do you like to do?
I am Mike. I've been on a few podcasts in the past. I was on, you might know me as Wiggly Cheeto from the We Talk Games. And I can't remember what other things I've done lately on the podcast.
Well, that's convincing. I've done stuff, but not lately.
I've done stuff.
And that other voice you hear laughing in the background is Meg. Meg, say hi to the people.
Well, hello.
Meg, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I do tattoos, and this is pretty much the first podcast I've ever been on.
Okay, so you're a tattoo artist, and this is the first podcast you've ever been on.
Indeed, sir.
Okay, that was a real random cross-section of topics, but awesome. Anything else you like to tell the people?
Random. I gotta keep going, keep you guessing. Do what I do.
Anything you'd like to tell the people? Any podcasts you particularly listen to, or anything like that?
Oh, 2 a.m. I love 2 a.m. And,
yeah, didn't we all? I meant any relevant podcasts, ones that continue to record and don't have hosts that decide that they're not going to do the show anymore because they'd rather, take Valium and frickin' chase pussy. No?
Ralph?
Ralph, nothing but love. Get your fucking ass back in the booth.
I love you, Ralph.
No, we don't. We hate you, Ralph. We only like you when you're on camera and never, ever forget about that. Okay, so that's enough for the banter. Why don't we say we get into some of the topics for today?
Right on.
Ralph.
Meg, you seem particularly in love of this Herman Cain shenanigan. Would you like to tell the people exactly what we're going to be talking about? Our former man that was running for the Republican vote for this coming election.
Okay, so basically he was running for the presidency.
Well, he wasn't running for the presidency. He was running for the Republican spot to run for the presidency.
Yes. He quoted a Donna Summer song that was used in the Pokemon 2000 movie.
Mm-hmm.
And said he couldn't, he was quoting a quote-unquote poet.
Gotcha.
But then turned around and admitted that he was actually quoting the Pokemon movie.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. So,
fantastic.
So, yeah, Pokemon from our good old guy, Herman Cain. Now, this is only you say that wasn't the first time he had quoted Pokemon. Is there anything else on record that he's quoted from this fucking show?
Okay. I'm on joystick.com.
Okay.
And I'm gonna quote this little excerpt from there. It says, "This could be dismissed as a charming flub if only it was the first time Cain had used Pokemon lyrics in a political speech." So he used it in his on his official website.
Okay.
Nice.
With the 2000 Olympics closing song, which it's not. And at his official campaign announcement in May. And then again at the Republican Leadership Conference in June.
Wow.
So he's done it quite a few times.
The same quote, huh?
Same
Each time?
quote.
Wow. All right. I guess the dude really likes his Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that Herman Cain. He's, I miss him already because he was such a fun ass clown to watch throughout his whole fucking campaign. I mean, the dude's a fucking joke. an absolute fucking joke. And, I'm not going to get too political here because I really don't care or mind to make this show politically motivated. But couldn't he have at least quoted an American cartoon? He's running for the presidency of the United States of America, and you're going to start quoting anime? And not even good anime, poorly drawn, shitty voiceover anime.
Well, I mean, think about it. Look, America, I just want to be the very best. Like no one ever was. Also, I totally found this Team Rocket badge in my
Oh, that's fucking funny as shit. Well, look at that. Well, Herman Cain, Meg chooses you, apparently. Good for you, pal. Now back in the ball, you fucking waste of life. Nah, man, he's such a fucking ass clown. Has everybody seen his actual ad on TV?
don't get me started.
Oh, please.
The creepiest thing I have ever seen in my life.
I haven't even been paying attention to the political stuff. All I know about 999, I don't even know what that means.
Oh, the 999 part was freaking hysterical, but it's not even, it's not even the best. It's kind of putting to the wayside, the 9 extramarital affairs the dude's had in 11 years, and the fact that he can't fucking talk about, his election, anything in his campaign without bringing up the chain of pizza restaurants he once owned. He was once asked the question, what's your foreign war policy? What would it take you to go to war? And he starts quoting about how when he used to own a pizza restaurant, how there was a certain neighborhood that was so dangerous he wouldn't send his own son to deliver pizzas for. And someone said, oh, well, then just send the other guy. And he's like, oh, no, if I'm not going to send my son to deliver pizzas there, then I'm not sending anyone. And that was his whole spiel about his foreign discrepancy policy. Now, I understand where he was coming from with that. I get what he was trying to say. But at the same time, you idiot. If you have to freaking mention that you own the chain of restaurants to relate to a question about, what if we have to go to war? You're a freaking idiot. You're not even book smart. You're stupid. You can't even, you were asked a straight up honest question. What would it take for you as president to go to war? And he starts giving this analogy of back when he used to deliver pizzas. I mean, the dude's a total ass clown. But that being said, man, I loved having him running. I'm kind of sad that he's not doing anything anymore. Because every week there was a new gift. It was Christmas morning every week when I turned on the radio to hear something that this ass clown just decided he was going to let loose upon the world. Thoughts, ideas, opinions?
I'm just so sad that they let this go on for as long as it did. Motherfuckers going Pokemon. Come on, how can you take it seriously?
Let it go on. Sweetheart, they paid him to do it. He had millions of dollars of investors pumped into him.
No, but he looks like such an idiot. And then his ad, his freaking campaign ad, it looked like a creepy rapist, and then he smiles. And that is the worst part of all, is that creepy-ass smile looking over his shoulder, and then the weird guy with the 70s porn mustache smoking. It was awesome. It got my vote.
Yeah, I gotta look that one up.
Oh, man, well, he would have your vote if he was still running. Well, actually, that's another thing, too. He is still technically still running. That's the real sad part, is he hasn't stepped down. He says he's going on hiatus because that's really what wins an election in the height of, everybody competing for that, spot. Yeah, I'm not retiring yet, but I'm just going to step down for a few and take it easy. Meanwhile, he's still collecting all the government-funded fucking money to help him run.
But, of course.
That dude's such a fucking thief. What a thief, man. A thief and a schmuck. And this is all matters of opinion. I feel really, really bad for anyone who saw him and said, you know what? I'm going to back this guy. Let's donate to his freaking donate to his election, because seriously, that dude had 11 extramarital affairs. The dude, the women they're still coming out of the waterworks. They're still not sure how many women he slept around with while he was married. And this dude knowingly takes this money and decides to run for the candidacy for the Republican Party. How stupid is that?
He's taking that money and he's putting it into his pizza business.
Oh, I think that's exactly what he's doing. But at the same time, I mean, he had to have known this was going to come back and bite him in the ass, because when you're going up to be the leader of the USA, you're going for the presidency. The press is going to dive so deep into your personal history, and they didn't have to dive deep at all to find all the skeletons in this dude's closet. I mean, what the hell did he think was going to happen? Oh, you non-political interested bastards. Everyone's just sitting there. I don't know. Yeah, derp. All right. Well, then, let's move on to the next subject, shall we? Okay, so moving on to our other story. So there's a bit of a controversy brewing in Minnesota, specifically in Rosemont High School. Has anyone heard about this?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, it seems apparently that they were having their winter pep rally, and a good way to entice the the people of the campus is to have all the captains of all the major sports teams on the school blindfolded and subjected to a crazy makeout session. Except there's a twist. A very big twist. A very big, illegal, and horrible twist that makes fucking the movie Old Boy seem like, a family movie.
Oh my God.
So, would anyone like to comment on the horror that is what this fucking school was going on about?
What disgusts me the most?
Well, what happened? What is it, Meg?
I mean, they fucking... Okay, you're gonna blindfold this 17-year-old kid.
Hang on. Megan, imagine the people of the internet don't know what you've just seen. Explain. What just happened? What have you been subject to?
I'm trying to get to it, but this is so, emotionally... I can't...
I don't even want to watch it again.
That's all I can think of. And I'm not even going to say it on the air. Fuck that. Okay. So, a bunch of kids are in a gymnasium full of people, and they are like, oh, hey, we're going to blindfold you, and this is going to be so funny, and this is going to be great. You got to make out with somebody. And their parents knowingly walk up to their child and open mouth kiss them.
Not just open mouth kiss in one particular scenario. The first chick, and I'll put a post up on our wall later. The first chick looks like a very attractive young blonde woman, and I really hope to God that's her stepfather, because that's the only way that this isn't quite as disgusting as what it looks like. They got this dude, looks like he's in his mid-40s, big, gray, bald-headed dude, and he lunges at her tongue first. I mean, like shit the cops come along and break up if they see in public type of makeout session going on in this school. Now, I mean, I don't want to make fun of Minnesota as a whole because it's only one school, the Rosemont High School. But holy shit, how the hell did this get approved by the school board? Or did they even freaking know about it?
Dude, how do you fucking pitch something like that to the school board? So, I think we're gonna have these kids, emotionally damaged by the end of our pep rally.
That's the thing, though. None of them look emotionally damaged. They all take their freaking blindfolds off at the end, see their parents, and they're like, oh, Dad, you crazy son of a bitch.
It makes you wonder, is this a common occurrence?
Well...
Do you usually make out with your fucking father on a daily basis? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, man. If you watch the video, there is no shock in the audience at all. There's not even shock in the people that are being subjected to it. They really think it's the funniest goddamn thing in the world.
Yeah. Dude, they're saying that it's a tradition that happens every 6 years.
Oh no! See,
like
that's the beauty of it.
That was my favorite line from that whole article. A tradition that happens every 6 years or something. It sounds like it's some sort of
And then we sacrifice a virgin to the corn god, and we do a crazy kooky dance out. What the fuck is wrong with Minnesota? Yeah, that's the best part, though. That's the thing. This school is now being sued by a bunch of different groups. I mean. I gotta imagine the school board of Minnesota is not too thrilled about this, or even less thrilled that there was a fucking YouTube video made of it and posted for the world. But that's the thing though, when obviously the news reporters and shit start quoting it, only one kid came to the defense of this because everyone else seemed to have enough, knowledge to be like, I'm not saying shit, I'm not incriminating myself. But this kid comes up, he's like, oh no, it's this tradition we do every 6 years, I think. First of all, kid, you're only supposed to be in high school for 4 years. If you've been in high school long enough to know that this is a tradition and it's every 6 years, what the fuck does that say about your school? Secondly, how is that a tradition? Who the fuck would have started that?
I'd say some seriously sexual depraved parents.
Well, that's the thing, too. I mean, this is the best. It looks like the kids don't look backwater. So it doesn't look like it's this shit school in the middle of the sticks where, nobody ever ventures and nobody ever goes. But, my God, man, they seem to be all about the fucking parent love. All about the parent love. And I mean, really, at this point, there is so many charges these parents can be fined with. I mean, there's, the first and obvious one is incest. I'm pretty sure that's a crime in every state. Depending on how old these kids are, pedophilia. I mean, slander of character. I mean, their faces and names are all over the fucking internet now. These 5 kids are going to forever be known as the parent, the parent fuckers. So, I mean, seriously, what the hell's going to go on? I mean, hey, let me rephrase that. No one actually, there wasn't like full-blown intercourse or anything like that. But I know in high school, well, at least my high school, if, the security guards or the teachers or saw any 2 students making out like they are in this video, that was, 3 days detention, possibly suspension.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And this is full-blown ridiculousness. Parents just... Oh, that one old geezer, dude, I'll never get that image out of my head. Just lunging in tongue first to his daughter.
I think one of the best ones is that class act mom who grabs her son's hand and places it on her ass.
Oh, she is a class act. Oh, the chick with
that was pretty
awesome. the hot MILF with the scarf. I mean,
yeah.
The one rolling around on the floor doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I forgot all about that sick fuck.
That one's the worst.
That was a mom-son thing, wasn't it? I mean, because it just pans over them. But yeah, there's literally 2, shall we call them couples, just wrapping each other's arms around each other and rolling on the floor. And all, the people that are running the show are in the back laughing, having a good old time. He doesn't know his tongue's in his mom's mouth. Oh, that's hysterical. Yeah. I mean, okay, let's put ourselves in that shoe. We'll go with you first, Mike. Just say you're the poor, unfortunate bastard with the fucking blindfold, and you think it's all in good fun. You're thinking, all right, what's it going to be? It's going to be like a pig or like a farm animal, or something goofy and something funny that's not really going to be that emotionally blinding, but it's going to, basically be pretty funny. But then you take off your damn blindfold, and it's your mom standing right in front of you with a big old smile like, thanks, honey, you want to move this to the next room?
Oh, yeah, that would be the worst.
What's your reaction? How would you deal with that, Mike?
I'd probably feel like so freaking embarrassed.
Embarrassed? Really? That's it? You just feel embarrassed?
It would be sick, but
yeah. My first reaction is run to the bathroom and puke my fucking guts out. The second reaction the second reaction is, where's the scope? I need to drink about 3 gallons of it. And my third reaction is, all right, I need the name of a good therapist because this is going to drive me to serial killers type of mentality. Mike, I think you'd handle it pretty good, dude. You'd just be a tad bit embarrassed.
It'd be gross, but yeah, I'd probably wash my mouth out.
All right, yeah. Here's the real question. Could you forgive your mom after pulling that prank on you?
Yeah, probably.
Really? Aw, Mike, you're a good son. You're a real good son, Mike. Hey, Meg.
What?
Let's imagine that you're the blonde chick,
Oh, God.
and your father...
So do I have to act like the blonde chick?
Meg, you act like a blonde chick anyway, so it's okay. But, wow, that was really, really prejudiced towards blondes, Meg. I think you owe the blondes out there an apology.
Absolutely not. Brunettes are better. Suck it.
But, well, just imagine you're head of the cheerleader squad. Well, what? Okay, fine.
In what?
You're head of the chess club. Jesus Christ. What do you want? All right. Just imagine you're up on the podium. You have the blindfold on. And you're 17. You're familiar with what goes on. That fucking Irish bastard is on now.
Oh, my God.
You son of a bitch. Hang on. Hold that thought, Meg.
Oh, my God. I'm so going to give him shit for this.
What the fuck, everyone?
We are going
without me.
to...
Starting this fucking show.
Hang on, Capcom. An hour late, you Irish bastard.
Hello?
Hey, Capcom, welcome to the show.
Hey, sorry. What time did it start at?
I said 11 a.m., which was supposed to be... You had the time for yourself, but we're about a half hour into it already.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to everybody for being so late.
Oh,
you
that's
are on my
okay,
shit list,
Capcom.
son.
Fashionably late.
You can't. Well, the very first subject was just about an American senator, so that's not that bad. And somebody, Capcom, can you see the video underneath?
Not yet.
Okay, hang on. You need to watch the video.
Okay, I'll just saying. Again, really, really sorry for being so late.
It's okay, Capcom. We'll forgive you. You're getting ducked an hour's pay, but we'll forgive you.
Okay. I was trying to get back through town, and basically it's the busiest fucking shopping day of the year.
Yeah.
So fucking cultures from the fucking mountains on the streets.
That's funny as hell, dude. Well, like I said, the only thing you missed out was an American senator quoting Pokemon during his campaign rally. But
was it Harvey Dent?
no, it wasn't Harvey Dent. It was
The only American politician I know of. Him and Nixon. You know?
Yeah, your sick obsession with Nixon is kind of sick. But
It's not a sick obsession. It's a fucking 100% relative.
all right, watch that video and get caught up to speed.
I'm watching now.
Okay, that's a school in Minnesota.
Yeah, America.
America, fuck yeah.
America, fuck yeah.
That really is an oh shit America fucking moment right there, dude.
Oh, shit, America.
Fucking gross.
Oh, God, I want a cigarette so bad.
Can't smoke in the house?
I can, we're just out.
Oh, okay.
So, wait a minute, the guy at the end, was that like his ma?
All of them.
All their parents.
All of them, that was their parents.
Okay, I've seen a Japanese game show that's kind of like that.
hang on.
I'm good. The big leaguer's here, so don't
That's
worry
right,
about it.
the talent has walked into the fucking room. An hour and a half late, mind you, but he's in the room now. So, Johnny, incest. Is it generally frowned upon in Ireland? I'm curious.
In the towns and the metropolitan areas, sure, but up in the hills, a hole's a hole. So.
That's really terrifying, considering you told me it takes 4 hours to drive from one side of your country to the other.
Oh yeah.
So literally, you could go for a stroll and find one of those fucking shacks where they're just basically, anything goes, huh?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's big kind of motorways cutting through the main parts of the country, so they kind of avoid those type of areas. But sure, I mean, if you want to go for a stroll in the woods, you might be actually more safe than you think, because people who live in these kind of incestuous families tend to look alike.
So if they don't recognize the caveman bro, soldiers, they'll be just like, hey, fucking, that's not the flavor I'm used to, so get the fuck out of here.
So there's whole regions that just like you can go for like say a 2-hour stroll through the woods, and you can literally come across like the village of the damned in your country. Is that basically what you're telling me?
Yeah, pretty much. There's, I don't know, like the original Wicker Man, the one with Edward Woodward and Christopher Lee.
Does that really happen? Is that based on a true story?
Well, no. Well, we're more or less actually, but we're close to where that was filmed and all. We're like Northern Ireland and Scotland are more or less like you can see one from the other.
Okay.
If you're standing up on the Giant's Causeway, you can see Scotland. It's not that far away. You could probably swim to it if you were fit,
Yep.
But so yeah, probably that went on. I told you before in an off-air chat about the mad rituals where like the prince of some country would have to fuck a horse in the middle of a fire.
Yeah, you did tell me that. That's hysterical.
That's Ireland. I mean, that's Ireland's history that we've lost. When religion and humility came to Ireland, all that madness went out the window, and people had to fuck their own family members behind closed doors. So maybe someday.
Those fucking Romans ruined everything, man. We used to be able to fuck livestock, cousins, parents, and they bring their goddamn Jesus over here, and now we can't fuck nothing. This sucks.
No, I mean, I was raised, in townships and stuff, and I always live in cities and stuff, so it's an alien world to me too. So, but if someday we were all to meet up and go for a stroll in the woods, it'd be just as big an eye opener to me as it would be to you guys. At the same time, at least
Capcom was taught do not enter these woods.
Yeah, don't go in there unless you want to be whitened. That's not rude.
All right, so hang on. Amongst the 3 fucking giant countries in that island ring that you guys live in, is it England, Ireland, or Scotland? Who has more incest per year?
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Is it a close call, or is there like one that's just like astronomically got more crazy sister, cousin, parent loving going on?
Apparently, the south of England, down by Cornwall, is very, it's not. They don't like mixing down there,
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah. I mean, anywhere. I mean, there's places in Ireland, and I'm not kidding, where there's roads with dirt in the middle of them. Like, there's literally like grass growing in the middle of these roads in some of these back villages. So those places, I'd imagine, are all, there's not so much a gene pool as there is like a fucking gene, like there's steam on the walls.
See, this is actually making me feel really good, because as an American, it always kind of made me feel a little embarrassed on a global scale that the further west you go and the further central you get, the less technology, the less, advances, and a lot more incest seems to be happening. Now, I always thought it's because the country is so fucking big that these little scoped areas never really get discovered, or if they do, no one really cares about them. But you're telling me in your 4-hour round-trip country that you have the same shit basically brewing in the center.
All right, well, look, I'm going to fucking teach you a little bit about scale here, okay?
Okay.
Ireland might be small, but it's not that fucking small.
No, I'm only quoting you, dude. You're the one who told me it takes 4 hours to drive from one side to the other.
Well, it does.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, if I'm misrepresenting, please correct. I'm sorry.
Look, it's just how to put it. You isolate anybody, sooner or later, you're gonna fuck the nearest thing to them. Okay, that's the lesson you need to learn. Right?
Well, I didn't know there was that parts. I didn't know there was that much of your country that was isolated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of nothing here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's like our population, our countrywide population is something like 5.5 million. Not that many in comparison to elsewhere.
Yeah, we got close to that in like one state, but.
Yeah. And a lot of us are piled into like cities on either side of the coast, and then there's just a lot of nothing in the middle. I mean, I couldn't tell you what the Midlands look like because I just sleep through them.
Yeah.
There's a mountain somewhere, and they filmed Game of Thrones in another part of it. And there you go.
Game of Thrones has its own portion of your country. That's hysterical.
I mean, there's nothing going on in this, so just fence it off. And,
Fucking Lannisters.
They literally put up the wall, and you guys aren't allowed to cross it.
Well, if they put up a big wall around Northern Ireland, I don't think anyone would really bat an eyelid because it'd be just like, okay, someone else's problem. But yeah, I don't know.
So no,
this one of the topics is my views on Irish geography going to be?
No, this is your punishment for being an hour and a half late. That's what this is. But no, what I'm getting back to this is so this sort of thing happening doesn't really like shock you. I mean, like, because it shocks the rest of the fucking country that it happened in. So
well, my perception of things are kind of skewed anyway. So what I'd be shocked by might be different to what might shock others.
True enough. I think all four of us are pretty much sick fucks, but still, I mean, on the grand scale of things, I don't think any of us are that bad. Certainly not criminal, and I don't think any of us are into incest.
No, I mean, like,
the exclusion of maybe Mike. I don't know him all that well.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
No problem.
I don't know. I mean, like, I've heard about crazy things going on in schools. If you ever, oh god, I don't know why I'm bringing this up on a thing with my name to it. But,
this ought to be good.
I mean, like, have you ever heard of the Soggy Biscuit game?
Yes, we call it Ookie Cookie and a million other names here. Yes,
that goes on in schools all the time. So I'm not surprised that people are kissing their parents.
Wait. What is that?
See, Megan doesn't have a penis, so please explain the game to her there, Capcom.
Okay, well, there might be international rules here, so I'll just explain the variant I'm aware of, and then you can give me your rules.
We are breaking boundaries today. We're going to learn the international rules of fucking Wet Biscuit. Go ahead, dude.
Down those walls. Let's do it.
Well, I learned about this, in my 20s, so I didn't run into any of it in high school.
What? Wow, really? Because every kid here, every boy here knows that game by the 13, dude.
Yeah, well, I was thankfully a more innocent child, alright? And I remember when I was about 19, a friend of mine, we were like talking about what video game to play, and then he was just like, oh, sure, maybe we've made a Soggy Biscuit game, and I was like, whoa, slow down. What's that? And basically what it is a couple of guys get in a room, they throw a biscuit down in the middle of them, and they all masturbate onto it, and the last person to come has to eat the biscuit with the jizz on it.
What the fuck?
It's a universal game, Meg. There's a version of it in every country.
Bukkake on a cookie instead of a girl's face? Like, what the fuck?
Well, you can't eat the girl's face afterwards, so where's the joke?
You've hit the fucking nail on the head. It needs to be renamed Bukkake.
Okay.
Well,
bukkake is when you actually do it on a chick's face.
Yeah.
But it should be called Boo Cookie. Boo Cookie.
Why would? Oh.
It's one of those. See, at least here, it's one of those things that you hear in junior high school, but you never actually play it. Just so like you always hear about the chick that decided to put a freaking hot dog up her twat and ends up having to go to the hospital to get it removed. Every kid in school hears about it, but I don't think anyone, at least no one I knew of, actually did it. Capcom, you're saying otherwise? You know some people who have done it?
I met a guy who did it, alright?
Did he lose? Was he the loser?
I
quote-unquote met a guy.
Yeah. I met a feller.
I can tell you, I can give you his nickname and all. Ian was...
It's not Ralph, is it?
No.
Alright.
No, it can't be, because Ralph can't even get past, what was it, the first stage of Mario?
1-1. Oh, that old chestnut. We're bringing that up on our second episode ever. Oh, damn.
Hell yeah.
Brilliant. Because he just go, well, the way he has that little thing where he goes, he's describing something and he goes, well, I came on the biscuit and then, I ate it. But anyway, there's a school in Wexford, okay, called St. Peter's, and everyone says that the guys in St. Peter's play it non-stop, right? So that's where I found out about it.
Oh, he enjoyed it. It wasn't a dare. He was like a champ, a reigning champ who did it.
This guy, alright, I met him. This is bigger in England than it is in Ireland, alright? But
whoa, man.
Called Ian, alright?
All right.
Was the smelliest fucker I've ever met in my life.
Well, no shit. He's been jerking off on cookies for hours.
Yeah, well, he had like the biggest fucking body odor problem I've ever seen. And I remember, like, he was living in the dorm with the girl I was going out with at the time. And I remember, like, whenever I called to her place, it was the most, like, you'd have to walk past his door, and it was like walking past, like, I don't know, it was like walking past a fucking dead chud's room or something, you know? It was fucking disgusting. And I remember, like, she used to push shake and vac outside his door all the time just to make the hallway go better. But anyway, this guy, we were, like, at a party one night, and she just went brazenly, like, so I suppose all you fucking private school toffs all used to play Soggy Biscuit. And without thinking, this guy went, yeah, and then the other guy went, why did you just admit to that? Like, you know, I didn't lose. I was just like, I don't know, I don't think
I didn't lose. Like, that's the yeah, like that's the saving part of the conversation. Nah, man, I'm the first to bust. I'm good. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but you busted in a room full of 5 guys.
Yeah, but as long as you don't do it last, you're not gay, because you don't have to eat the shit at the end.
Yeah. They all sit there and fucking overspray of each other. What happened to the poor bastard who had to show them?
Oh. So yeah, okay, I can see if you're used to that sort of shit, Capcom, how this fucking Midwest parent-daughter-son tongue fest isn't really all that fucking horrendous for you.
This topic took a dark turn.
You see, this is the kind of class I bring to anyone.
Yeah, that's why we need Capcom on this show.
What did I sign up for?
Yeah, and you actually volunteered for this, Mike. Good for you.
By the way, nice Meat Boy poster behind you there.
Yes.
All right. You can pump your boss's fucking podcast and works on his own show, all right, Capcom? Stop sneaking him into every episode.
Well, I did not mention him by name, okay?
Oh, man. Oh, we're actually going to get to see Capcom now. Hey, look at that. Capcom is gracing us with his presence.
Yeah, in my fucking dark room.
Yeah, well, it's my
There's Ireland out there. You can see it.
No, you just showed us your wall.
I've never seen Ireland.
Is it magical and green and little people running everywhere throwing gold?
It's kind of fucking freezing at the moment. So it's like old women falling over. And
that sounds awesome!
Oh, shit.
I'm just usually glad that I fucking, like, when I walk around in the frost nowadays, I'm just glad I know how to fall, because it's not a pleasant prospect, like, you know. I see all these old people, I'm just like, I want to bring them up to the fucking dojo and start teaching them how to do the break falls. We don't need all these fuckers clogging up the fucking emergency rooms with their broken hips, because everyone else needs to get drunk and cause mayhem in the next few days.
Soylent Green, dude. Soylent Green. It's time to recycle the old.
Hey, fucking either that or Carousel from fucking Logan's Run, you know.
Oh, yeah. You hear they're remaking that movie, too?
What, fucking Logan's Run?
Logan's Run, yeah, they're remaking it.
Dude, Tom made me watch that movie, like, such a long time ago, and I just remember sitting there, like, open-mouthed, just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
The flashing red dots in their hands and shit.
Just because I know this is your first show, Megan, when you mention other people's names, no one out there actually knows who the fuck you're talking about.
Wait, whose name did I mention?
You're like, when Tom showed me this, it's like,
that's right.
Yes, hi guys, or at least 80 people that are listening. She's talking about people you have no fucking clue exist. Good job, Meg.
Joke.
And that's the sort of grade of professionalism I bring onto that show. So, okay, in retrospect, Mike, you would be okay with your mom making out with you after a while. You'd get over it pretty quickly. Capcom is used to this sort of shit, so alright, whatever. I mean, he knows people that were reigning champs in fucking Ookie Cookie, so you can't gross him out. Meg, we never actually got to you. They pull off the...
Way off topic.
They pull off the blindfold, and you now know that that giant man tongue in your face was your father's. What do you do?
I would probably die of dehydration from throwing up so much, dude. Like, just the thought of it. It's like, oh, God, everyone says how good-looking you are and that you look like Bruce Willis, and it's like, I can't.
Yeah, I've seen your dad. He's kind of a handsome man. Are you saying that even that wouldn't be enough to get over this?
Oh, fuck no.
Nah, really?
No.
I mean, I haven't seen Mike's mom, but he seems to be able to think he can get over it pretty quickly.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
no. I would be so fucking done with that. I would quit. I would quit life. I'd be done.
You quit life?
I
Tie the noose around me, I'm done, sort of shit.
Yeah, fuck all you. I'm out.
Alright, so apparently, I don't know. Speaking for myself, I don't know, but I'm kind of going to take the stance with Mike. After about a month or two, I'd probably get over it. I mean, if I realized it was a joke, no matter how sick of a joke it was, I'd probably be like, what, Mom? Oh, you're making lasagna? All right, I'm over it. Fuck it. I'll be right over.
Here's the thing, okay? I came up with a pretty bad, like an either-or situation.
Mm-hmm.
I came up with a pretty fucking horrendous one time.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, no. See how you deal with this one, okay? And it's like, I think there's a very clear answer to this, by the way. And it doesn't really apply to girls, so I don't mean to leave you out, Meg, okay? You can consider this if you like, okay? It's pretty horrible. But basically,
right.
my friend Liam, who'll hopefully appear on this show eventually,
Mm-hmm.
I live to discuss him. Okay, I live to break his head with these. And I came up with one day, and I said it to him, and he nearly drove the car off the side of the road. He was that disgusted by it. And that was, I said, would you rather, go into your head, would you rather fuck your old man in the pooper, okay, or go down on your mother?
Oh my God.
Wait, no. Hang on. This was just a random thought you thought you'd ask your poor friend? There was no lead up to this. That's the mind of Capcom. That's what you decided to ask your best buddy.
You lied to me when you told me that this was just about general topics. What the fuck is going on?
No, I said the topics are general. What this sick fuck does with them, that's his own thing.
Oh no!
Look, what I'm saying is, right? He just kind of turned to me, and I think the answer he gave me was wrong. Okay, because he said, I go down on my mother, and I was like, man, that ruins women in general for you for the rest of your life, If you go and bang your dad, it's business, Just go, hey, dad, let's just get this over with, alright? So there, where do you stand on that?
I don't... Okay, all right, I'll go first. I don't know where I would stand on that, first of all. But here's the thing. You're saying you're the pitcher in the father-son relationship.
Oh, yeah, you gotta fucking...
Okay. I don't think it's humanly possible for me to get stiff to do that. So I think I'd have to take the option B. And whether it ruins chicks for me for the rest of my life or not, I don't think option A is possible. That's my stance on it.
I think rather than doing anything with my mother, I'd fucking force myself.
I don't know, man. That's
I would force a boner for attitude,
That's a horrendous situation, man.
I know, terrible.
There's no right answer to this. All right. What about you, Mike? Let's hear it. You're next.
Well, I'm zoning out.
Wow, he's on that. Go ahead and repeat the question for Mike. He wasn't paying attention.
You have to either you have a choice. You have to either go down on your mother or bang your dad in the shitter. That's your.
Is neither an option?
No, you have to do one. That's the question. No, you don't have to answer it if you don't want it. But
I'm not going to answer that, no.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that.
It's terrible. So I guess that leaves Meg next.
Yeah.
Meg, since we're going to have to work the semantics around a little bit for you, Would you
Oh no.
would you rather go down on your dad or down on your mom? You have to pick one.
No.
You have to pick.
No.
You have to pick
no.
one which is less scarring for you.
I'm politely declining to answer this question.
There's no declining. There's no. You can't say no, even though Mike just did.
Totally straight. This is. Fuck you guys.
Well, we got three dudes, and the world is interesting in the woman's perspective. I mean, seriously, you have to do one of these acts, or they're going to kill both your parents and you, and then a bushel of puppies afterwards.
I don't think you can have that though, right? Because if you're going to kill the lot of you, you might as well just be like, all right, well, I'd rather die and have them be dead with me.
Pretty much.
All right.
See you guys in fucking hell, like.
All right. Well, whatever. You have to pick one. Which do you think would be the least emotionally scarring?
Dude, both of those are just awful.
I know, but we all had to answer. I picked my mom, if that makes any difference.
Like, what the hell? How is that such an easy? Oh yeah, go.
Well, no, I mean, so you had to leave for a second. You had to leave for a second. Let me recap. Going down on a chick, I can do whether I'm in the mood or not. There's no way in hell, no fucking possible way, I can muster up a hard-on to do option A. So, by default, it has to go to option B. So that's my answer.
Sorry.
That's okay. Walk away from your mic, Capcom.
Fuck me.
The world's waiting, Meg.
God, I'm feeling sick to my stomach right now.
Yeah,
but,
you think we're not?
What?
You think we're not?
Oh, I'm sure you totally are. Oh, I'm getting some echo here. Am I echoing?
Not on my end. You're good.
Alright. Probably from Capcom.
Probably.
Yeah, I'd have to go. Oh, God, with my mom. Oh!
You go with your mom, all right.
Oh!
So, okay. So if you were forced to pucker up for someone, it'd have to be your mom.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Mike, you want to take a bow here, dude? You're the only one who hasn't answered.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not even going to bother.
Come on, Mike. Seriously?
Oh, I had to do it, you son of a bitch.
Meg just admitted she'd go down on her mom, so far being the only gay one in the group. I mean...
Hey, no.
Oh, no, that's right. You said he'd screw your father in the ass.
Because I think you can just be business about that.
You could be strictly gigolo style, like there's no emotion. No kissing on the lips, Pops.
Yeah, you won't ruin women for yourself. You might ruin, banging people and shitter because it's your father's one, but at the same time, it's a bit more, I don't know, it's left open. I think it's the more sensible option.
So here's the thing. We'll rephrase the question. Who do you agree with more, Mike, me or Capcom?
Let's just say Capcom.
All right. All right, guys. Well, I think we're out of time for today's show. I'd like to thank Mike, Johnny Capcom, and Meg for coming out. Any closing thoughts, gentlemen? After that long and incestuous, ridiculous talk that we just had?
Don't have sex with your parents.
Yeah, there you go. Capcom?
Sorry. Sorry in general. Sorry for my tardiness. Sorry for what I may have inflicted upon you.
Just an all-around apologetic Capcom for the end of the night.
All around, just I don't know. It's yeah. Sorry for me to you. Nobody told you had to talk to me.
All right, gentlemen. Oh, also some plugs here. If you guys want to follow us, you can follow us at our Facebook wall for Sidecast. You can also hit us up with an email at sidecastshow@gmail.com. If you have any notes or suggestions or complaints, please send them. Just know that we will read them on the air. So if you're going to make complaints, know that we will single you out and read out your email to everybody. So, all right. Till next time.
If you got a problem, let's just go there. We're all easy to find.
Till next time, guys. See ya.